Dear students, you know what are irrational numbers? The numbers which cannot be written in the form p by q are called irrational numbers. You know few examples for irrational numbers. Root 2, root 3 are one type of irrational numbers, and pi is another type of irrational number. And irrational numbers have non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Let us see few more examples for irrational numbers. You have studied about square numbers in your earlier classes. That is 1 square is equal to 1, 2 square is equal to 4, 3 square is equal to 9, 4 square is equal to 16. Here 1, 4, 9, 16 are perfect square numbers. Let us write opposite of that. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Here root is the opposite of exponent because 2 square is 4 and square root of 4 is 2. So root is the opposite of exponent. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Square root of 16 is equal to 4, and so on. These are rational numbers. Root 9, root 16, root 4, root 1. These are rational numbers, and there are numbers left in between them. For example, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, square root of 8, square root of 10, square root of 11, and so on. These are irrational numbers. You can write so many examples for irrational numbers which is coming under square root, and they should not be perfect square numbers. You have studied about cube numbers also. Example 1 cube is equal to 1, 2 cube is equal to 8, 3 cube, that is 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 27, 4 cube is equal to 4 into 4 into 4, that is 64. These are perfect cube numbers. Write the opposite of that. Cube root of 1 is 1, cube root of 8 is 2, cube root of 27 is 3, cube root of 64 is equal to 4. These are rational numbers. There are numbers left in between them. For example, cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 4, cube root of 5, cube root of 6, cube root of 7, cube root of 9, cube root of 10, and there are so many. These are also irrational numbers. Which are coming under cube root, and they are not perfect cubes. These are another type of irrational numbers. And you can raise a number to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That is 16. So fourth root of 16 is equal to 2. Three to the power 4. 3 multiplied 4 times. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 81. So fourth root of 81 is equal to 3. These are also irrational numbers. And you can raise a number to any power. So 4th root of 2, 4th root of 3, 4th root of 4, 4th root of 5. These are irrational numbers. So you can write so many examples for irrational numbers. The numbers coming under root are one type of irrational numbers, and you have another type of irrational number also, that is pi is another type of irrational number, that is called Euler's number. Now we are concentrating on the numbers coming under root. Let us see general form of irrational number which is coming under root. See here, this is read as k into nth root of a. Here root symbol, this is called radical sign. Root symbol is called radical sign, and the number which is coming inside the radical sign is called radicand. The number which is coming inside the radical sign is called radicand. Here a is the radicand. And n is called order of radicals. N is called the order. And which is along with this radical is called coefficient. K is the coefficient of nth root of a. I repeat, root is called radical sign, and the number inside the radical sign is called radicand, and n is called order, k is called coefficient. Let us see some example. Square root of 5. Here radicand is the number which is inside the radical sign, that is 5. And what is the order? Here there is no number above the radical sign, so the order is 2. And coefficient is 1. There is no number along with root 5, so the coefficient is 1. In cube root of 9, which is the radicand, which is inside the radical sign, that is 9. And order is 3 here. And coefficient is, there is no number along with cube root of 9, so coefficient you have to take as 1. Two root 7. 2 square root of 7. Here radicand is 7, which is inside the radical sign, and order is 2. Coefficient is what is there along with root 7, that is 2. 5 root 3. 3 is the radicand. Five is the coefficient. And order is 2. So observe carefully the radicand and order and coefficient, which will be useful for performing operations on irrational numbers. Let us see what is the rule for addition and subtraction of radicals. The numbers which is coming under radical sign. Radicals with same order and same radicand can be added or subtracted. To add or subtract the radicals, radicals should have same order and same radicand. And while adding or subtracting, you have to add or subtract the coefficients. They should have same order and same radicand, and here you have to add or subtract the coefficients. See example, root 2 plus root 2. Here number inside the radical sign is 2. In both cases it is 2. And order is also same. Square root of 2 also only, square root of 2 also here. So we can add. Order is same and radicand also same. So add the coefficients now. Here we have not written coefficient. So coefficient is 1. 1 root 2 plus 1 root 2 is 2 root 2. 3 root 2 plus 4 root 2. See the number inside the radical sign. It is same. And both having square root. So order is same. So 3 plus 4 is 7 root 2. See one more example. Root 2 minus root 2. Here radicands are same and order is also same. Coefficient is 1. Here it is minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 root 2, that is 0. Root 2 minus root 2 is 0. Root 2 plus 5 root 2. Order is same and radicand also same. 1 root 2 plus 5 root 2, that is 1 plus 5, 6 root 2. So root 2 plus root 3. Here order is same because it is square root and radicands are different. So we cannot add. Root 2 plus root 3 is root 2 plus root 3 only. We cannot add these two irrational numbers. Let us see rule for multiplication and division of radicals. To multiply the radicals should have same order. Radicals with same order can be multiplied. While multiplying, multiply coefficients with coefficients and radicands with radicands. To multiply and to divide, two radicals should have same order. No need of having same radicand. See here, root 2 into root 3. They have same order because it is square root. Order is 2. So now multiply. Multiply radicand with radicand. 2 into 3. That is 6. Root 2 into root 2. Order is same because square root it is. So square root of 4. 2 into 2 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. That is rational number. Root 3 into root 3 is root 9. is equal to 3. Or you can write directly root 3 into root 3 is 3. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. You can write directly. Root 6 into root 6 is 6. 2 root 2 into 3 root 3. So multiply the coefficients. Here coefficients are 2 and 3. 2 3s are 6. Root numbers inside the radical sign. 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 root 6. 3 root 5. 4 root 7. Here they have same order. Multiply the coefficients. 3 into 4 is 12. Root 5 sevens are 35. So while multiplying coefficients with coefficient, radicand with radicand, you have to multiply. So while dividing root 8 by root 2, here both have root 2, numerator and denominator. So root 8 by 2, that is root 4, is equal to 2. Root 8 by root 2. Both are irrational numbers, but the quotient is rational numbers. Root 10 by root 2, that is root 10 by 2. That is 2 5s are 10, so root 5. Remember the rules for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and let us simplify some expressions. Root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2. Here it is a binomial. Multiply with binomial. Binomial means it is having two terms. In the first expression also there are two terms, root 3 and root 2. And in the second expression also there are two terms, root 3 and root 2. So while multiplying binomials, first multiply first term with the first term. Next first term with the second term. So root 3 into root 3. Look at the sign. Plus into minus. Plus into minus is minus. Root 3 into root 2. Next, go for the second term. Second term with first term. Then second term with second term. That is root 2 and root 3 having same sign. So plus root 2 into root 3. Then plus into minus. Minus root 2 into root 2. So root 3 into root 3 is 3. Root 3 into root 2 is 6. Root 2 into root 3 is 6 minus root 2 into root 2 is 2. Root 4, that is 2. Now group the like terms together. Root 6 and root 6, they are like terms. So minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So 0 root 6, you can cancel it. 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1. This is how we simplify expressions. See one more. Root 3 plus root 2 into root 5 plus root 7. Multiply first term with the first term. Then first term with the second term. Root 3 into root 5. Then root 3 into root 7. Then root 2 into root 5. Then root 2 into root 7. Root 2 into root 5 plus root 2 into root 7. Here there is no negative sign, so no terms having negative sign. So root 3 5s are 15 plus 3 7s are 21, root 21 plus root 2 5s are 10 plus root 2 7s are 14. Look at the terms. Here order is same but radicands are different. Radicands are 15, 21, 10 and 14. So we cannot add. So keep as it is. Next, 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 3. Here in the first expression, we have two terms, 3 and root 2. One is rational, another is irrational. And in the second expression also, we have one rational and one irrational. One is 3 and root 3. So, let us multiply this. First term with the first term with the second term. Three into 3 plus 3 into root 3. Here we are following the same rule as we did for multiplying algebraic expressions. Remember that and do. Root 2 into 3 plus root 2 into root 3. So 3 3s are 9. Here be careful, don't multiply 3 with another 3 which is inside the radical sign, that is radicand. 3 cannot be multiplied with another 3 which is inside the radical sign. So this is 3 root 3 only. Here also root 2 into 3. 3 is considered as coefficient and 2 is radicand. So this is 3 root 2. Root 2 into root 3 is root 6. Coefficients should be multiplied with the coefficients, radicand with the radicand. Here there are no like terms, so we cannot add. Keep as it is. Next 5 minus root 2, 2 minus root 5. 5 into 2. Next look at the sign, minus 5 into root 5. Minus, because minus root 2 into 2. Minus root 2 having minus sign, so minus root 2 into 2. Then minus into minus plus, so root 2 into root 5. 5 2s are 10. 5 root 5. Root 2 into 2, that is 2 root 2 plus Root 2 into root 5 is root 10. Here there are no like terms, so we cannot add. Next, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. Multiply first term with the first term with the second term. 2 into 2, then minus 2 into root 3, then plus root 3 into 2, plus root 3 into minus root 3, plus root 3 into 2, then plus into minus root 3 into root 3. So 2 2s are 4, minus 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 minus root 3 into root 3 is 3, root 9, or you can write directly as 3. Minus 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 gets cancelled. It is 0. So 4 minus root 9 is 3. You can write 3 directly. 4 minus 3 is 1. Solve next one. 2 minus root 5 whole square. You know the formula, a minus b whole square. That is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now see here, what is the value of a? That is 2. What is the value of b? Root 5. Now substitute 2 in the place of a, root 5 in the place of b. That is 2 square root 5 square minus 2 into root 5. Sorry, it is 2 square there. That becomes 4. Root 5 square is root 5 into root 5. That is root 25. So it is 5. So 5 minus 2 into 2 is 4 root 5. That is not 2 here. It is 4. You correct in your book. So the answer becomes 9 minus 4 root 5. Next, 3 plus root 2 whole square. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Three plus root 2 whole square. Value of a is 3, value of b is root 2. So 3 square plus root 2 square plus 2 into a is 3 into root 2. So 3 square is 9, root 2 square is 2 plus see here, root 2 square is 2 because root 2 square means root 2 into root 2, that is root 4, that is equal to 2. So 2 into 3 is 6 root 2. So 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 6 root 2. Here don't go to add 11 and 6 because 11 is a whole number, 6 root 2 is a irrational number. So we cannot add 11 plus 6 root 2 only. Next, root 3 plus root 2 whole square. That is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Root 3 plus root 2 whole square is equal to root 3 square plus root 2 square plus 2 into root 3 into root 2. Root 3 square is 3, root 2 square is 2, 2 root 3 into 2 is 6. So 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 2 root 6. See next one. Now let us add, subtract, multiply and divide rational with the irrational. Now 2 is rational number, root 3 is irrational number. What is the sum of 2 and root 3? Is it rational or irrational? Root 3 is irrational. It is having non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. So if you add 2 to that, it will also have non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. So 2 plus root 3 is irrational number. Subtract 5 from root 7. Root 7 is irrational, 5 is rational number. Root 7 is irrational. It is having non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. 5 is rational number. If you subtract 5 from root 7, that will be having non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Therefore, root 7 minus 5 is irrational number. We have taken one irrational number and one rational number. So sum will be irrational and difference will also be irrational. Let us see the product. 2 into root 5, that is 2 root 5. Root 5 is irrational, 2 is rational. Root 5 is having non-terminating, non-recurring. If you multiply it by 2, that will also have non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. So 2 root 5 is also irrational number. Now root 10 by 2. Root 10 is irrational, non-terminating, non-recurring it is. 2 is rational. So if you divide, the quotient will also have non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. So it is a irrational number. Therefore, sum, difference, product or quotient of rational number and irrational number is always an irrational number. Sum or difference or product or quotient of rational with the irrational number is always irrational number. And if you take one rational number and one irrational number, the answer will be irrational number only. If you divide or multiply or take sum or difference, the answer will be irrational number. What happens if we take both irrational number? Whether we get rational or irrational. If we take one rational and one irrational, and if we perform operations on them, that will be irrational only. If we take two irrationals, root 3 is irrational, root 2 is irrational. What is the product of root 3 and root 2? That is root 6. Is it rational or irrational? It is an irrational number. So, if we multiply two irrational numbers, the product is irrational. Take two irrational numbers. Root 3 is irrational and root 3 is also irrational. So, answer is root 9. That is rational number. So, if we take two irrational, the product will be rational or irrational. We cannot say whether it is irrational or rational. Some cases it is rational, some cases it is irrational. So, if you add two irrational numbers, root 2 is irrational number, root 3 is irrational number. So, the sum will be irrational number only. We cannot add root 2 and root 3. If we take root 2 and root 2, what is the difference of root 2 and root 2? That is 0. That is rational number. So, sum or difference of two irrational numbers is not always irrational number. Sometimes it is irrational, sometimes it is rational. Now, root 3 by root 2. Both are irrational. So, what is the answer? Root 3 by root 2. Root 3 by 2. That is also irrational number. Now see in this case, 2 root 3 by root 3. Root 3 gets cancelled. So answer is 2. It is a rational number. So if we take two irrational numbers, answer will be rational or irrational. So sum, difference, product or coefficient of two irrational numbers is not always irrational. Sometimes it is rational, sometimes it is irrational. If we take two irrational numbers, the sum, difference, product or coefficient is sometimes rational and sometimes it is irrational. If we take two irrational numbers, then sometimes it is rational number and sometimes it is irrational number. So, if we take one rational and one irrational, the answer will be irrational only. If we take two irrationals, answer will be rational or irrational.